That's
Probably
what you want,
shouldn't
but
drink it.
just
I think
drink
we
all
need
of it
one.
now. No,
Just
drink it all
scull it
now.
down. Yeah, will
hmm
do.
I can't see a reason not to, really. I mean, you've got
But
OJ there to be drank.
life
It's not to be looked at.
now. I have OJ Simpson in a bottle.
There's a few things that I can think that might be a worse tasting thing than that, but there's not many.
No, I feel like that'd be pretty up there.
I mean,
If
any
I
human,
had,
really. If you had a bottle of any human, like pureed up, it would be pretty rough. Also, I mean, the fact that that's a thing is pretty rough in its own right.
that's true. He was really hard to squeeze in that blender. I'll tell you.
Devastating. Holy shit.
I reckon you could start an orange juice brand called Simpson though, and you'd make a killing because people
Oh,
want to
no.
buy OJ Simpson.
True. Do you reckon they'd only buy the OJ and they'd be like, ugh, apple juice? Give me an OJ.
Mountain Dew, I'll take the crab juice. But, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone tuning in, welcome to episode 25 of the Casual Cast. I'm your host, Sam Nicholson, joined alongside by Ben Storia, as always. How you doing, big fella? I said
Hello,
big fella.
hello, big fella. That's me. I'm here and I'm ready to go. All jacked up on OJ Mountain Dew juice, and it's fucking late at night, so let's just do this.
Do you feel like breaking NFL records, or do you feel like murdering people?
Can I do both? I mean, is there a reason I can't do both?
But the glove didn't fit.
Did they check the shoe though? Because if the shoe fits, wear it.
That's true.
What a dumb thing! What a dumb thing to say. If your shoes fit, you should
He's gonna
probably
have to
wear
keep
them.
it on for the rest of his life in prison now.
I sell my own shoe brand, and that's going to be the quote. So when you come in, and we'll be like, "Welcome to Ben's Shoes. If the shoe fits, wear it, and if it doesn't, don't wear it." And then there'll be a small disclaimer saying that that's my thing and I own it and all rights reserved.
Except the thing is, they sign a contract where they have to wear it, but they also can't leave your store without paying. So the first shoe that they try on that fits, they're stuck with it.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it. And they sign a contract when they come in as well. I also have a signature brand of shoes called the Storyteller shoes after my name's Storia. When you run with them, a word comes out every time you step. So it's like, the little bunny was really happy that he had an adventure. And that's the Storyteller shoe. But it's so obnoxiously loud in like a pixie voice or something, and everyone hates it. You can audibly hear it no matter where you are.
I feel like kids would really love that too, to drive
They
parents
probably
crazy.
actually would. This is a genuine idea.
Yeah, you're onto something. But the only other catch is that you only sell the left shoe.
Wow. So it's just every second word of the story. How do I get the second shoe though? Because you're my PR and my marketing, right?
Across the mall called the Right Fit. And that's where the right
shoe. You own that store because we're in business together.
Yeah, we're in
and we make them buy the second shoe because the kid's like, "Mum, I need this. We've got one. We need it now. Please, Mum, please." And then you're all conveniently right across the way. And I'm like, "Hey, I've got this guy who sells the other side because of legal reasons. He has to sell them. You should definitely go buy another shoe there. And they're at full price regardless." Jeez. And little do you know that 30 years later, you'll find out that I've been getting 90% of the profit under the table. It's actually been $100 to me. No, $9. Holy shit, $90 to me, $10 to you. It's been great.
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Well, there you go. Everyone watching, thanks for being along for the ride where we decided we're going to be big business tycoons.
No. I'm going to keep making sure I'm in the small business tier. I want to pay extra tax. Business smart, man. Business smart.
I don't know where you're going to hide all that money, but I'm sure you'll find a way. But have you been up to much this week, Ben?
I've done nothing out of the ordinary, except not dropping SR on Overwatch, which I think we can talk about later on, I believe.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about some Overwatch later on. The season ends today. It didn't hit where I wanted to be, but, you know, what can you do? I feel like I would have if I had more time to play, but, you know, shit happens.
It's just like that, man.
Yeah, no, goddamn, I've had a busy week. Started up with uni again, at a new uni this time, had orientation, had a horrible bus trip back from there. It was full of school kids, and they just sang the entire way back, the 50-minute bus ride. That was
Is that going to be a recurring thing for you now? Is that going to be like...
Probably, because the bus stop is at one of the high schools there, and all the kids who live in Orange who go to Bathurst for school catch that bus, and it's the only time that bus is on after my classes, so... Yeah, that's going to be a good time. Coincidentally, it's the high school that was our high school's rugby rival as well. But
Amazing. Are you going to make
yeah.
sure you keep that as a secret so they don't gang up and beat you?
Well, I don't know why I'd be talking to children in the first place. I'd probably be kicked off bus services for good for some some illicit reason.
Man, you do that all the time. You can say it. It's okay. Most of us know already.
Turns out you have to wear pants when you're on a bus around children. It's crazy laws these days, man. But
I didn't know
what is
about
the world
that.
coming to?
Whatever.
But no, yeah. Apart from that, watched Black Panther. Great movie. You haven't seen it yet, so can't really talk about it.
Nope.
This has pretty much been our planning for the podcast. We were like, what can we talk about this week? And I was like, I did a few things. You're like, I don't have much to add to that. I was like, great. We have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we definitely need to plug your review you brought out, which I also haven't watched yet.
Thanks, man. I love that you really get behind my reviews.
Hey, I normally do. Yes, so, that I watch it while the monitor is faced away from me and the two speakers are faced together. I still watch them though. It's also muted. I'm also not in the room. It just plays out.
So out of state. Yeah, no, I did review Black Panther. It's a spoiler-free review, so if you guys either have or haven't seen the movie, the review's a safe one to be watching. Definitely recommend it. We have another video coming out today too, which will be a Fortnite gameplay video, which should be pretty banterous.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It was a long record, but I've salvaged it.
Long record of lots of justice issues covered as you sat and watched me run around with a crossbow. It was pretty interesting.
That's it. BuzzFeed had something to say about this video, actually, which you'll see when you watch the video. But yeah, no, so that's pretty much all I got up to. And then looked at PC parts all day. So now our YouTube channel is just all, like, in our watch history, just all PC part reviews. So what a cool computer.
Yeah, I jumped on and I was like, oh, what are the few things I've been watching was on the channel. It's like, did I watch 300 videos on how to build a PC and what's the best? And why did this man choose this fan over the other? Don't think so.
Yeah, pretty much. But and end results of some of those videos has bumped my PC to be like 150 more than it was going to be, but hopefully worth it. I can still afford it. But
yeah. You are really going ham on these parts, I can tell you, boy.
I just don't want to have to upgrade it anytime in the next like 2 or 3 years, or like think about it. I just want it to work and look good.
Works and it's old.
LEDs are going to be so sexy, but yeah.
No. Anyway, RGB cancer, boy.
That's enough about my PC that I'm going to be getting. But we should probably move into the first topic, which is actually the Overwatch League, because something really interesting came out today in a news article that over the weekend, $150,000 was spent by spectators on one website. There's a thing called cheering, and you can add a little bit of money that people thought was going to go directly to their favorite team. That turns out it doesn't go to their favorite team at all. But yeah, $150,000 spent over 1 weekend doing it. The Overwatch League is way bigger than I thought it was.
Crazy. Where's that money go to if it doesn't go to their team?
Shit, let me pull that article back up again. And while I do that, what have you thought about the Overwatch League so far now that we're in stage 2?
Okay, so I haven't watched it as religiously as you have, but I've really enjoyed watching it. I feel like it's something that... Okay, so for an example, my younger sister doesn't game much, but she games a little bit, so she knows the basic mechanics as like a lot of gamers are, which they get themselves as casual gamers. And so it's a league that you can jump into regardless, look at a team, just be like, hey, this is mine, and follow them, and it's easy to do because there's an app that's regularly updated, streams the game live, it's free, things like that. But no, it's been really interesting. The commentators are very well educated, have a lot of knowledge to share, and like a lot of points that they can bring up. They're knowledgeable about things that happen off the Overwatch field as well. And yeah, no, overall, I've really been enjoying just sitting back and listening because it's something that you can easily do. And I feel that possibly, given the right exposure and time, this is going to be one of the major online esport games in the coming years, just because it does appeal to a wider audience, as opposed to something like maybe CSGO, which some might find bland, which is still interesting. They're still very skillful players, or League of Legends, where a massive fight happens and you're sitting back and be like, oh, those pretty colors did a thing and those people are dead now. Hooray? Maybe?
Yeah. Much.
But I've really been enjoying it, except for the fact that my team has not done great.
Well, I can relate to that because my team has not done great. Although they're pretty much the worst team in the league, one of them at the moment. Although they did go toe to toe
Same.
with the best team, well, one of the best teams in the league yesterday, which I was really happy with. But I've skimmed through the article about where the money goes
Hmm.
from people's cheers, and it doesn't go to the teams at all. It goes to half to Twitch and half to the Overwatch League as a whole, but the teams don't see a cent of it, supposedly. But
Really?
yeah. In saying that though, if half of that money is going to the league, then I'd say they'll probably increase players' salaries and stuff like that for the next season or
Interesting.
something like that. If there's more money going into the league, the article doesn't mention that at all. That's just an idea that I've had. But either way, it's only going to improve the league probably. So I mean, it's a good thing, and players get, I guess, a bit back out of it. They get special skins and stuff. Not much that I really care for. But
Yeah.
it's a very unique thing. I don't think any other esport has really done it.
I done the shout out thing, the cheer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they have. I don't follow enough on Twitch to know about it. I'll usually just watch them on YouTube if they come up. But I know with the skin thing, where like they're getting tokens in return for those cheers, is a thing that like League of Legends and Dota have done before, where they're like World Cup teams win, you pay to get those skins.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, but 150,000 is like it's a big number. It's it's crazy for just a Twitch thing where people have gone on to just cheer on their team this early on in an esport, which is interesting. But it also pales in comparison how much it would have cost these teams to actually register. Because did you know like how much roughly it was? How it was about 20 million on the low end to register a franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a lot of people probably don't know where they make most of their money. I think it's sponsors where they get most of their money.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it probably makes more sense because they are getting paid. Like the team's getting paid through sponsors. Sponsors get that money from advertisement and things like that, by people buying them. So it's probably good that some of that money goes to the Overwatch League instead, because that way they have that money to keep promoting it and making it bigger, which helps every party in the end.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, the Overwatch League, they're sponsored by Intel and HP, which are two of the biggest names in like PC games and stuff that they're playing on. I feel like they've probably got a lot of money coming in, especially I think a lot of the merch money doesn't go to teams as well. I think that goes to the league too, because it's sold on the league's site. And a lot of people seem to be buying the shirts and stuff, which is pretty cool too. So
Reckon you gotta rock yourself a whatever team SF shirt soon. You're gonna be rocking around and hanging out.
Oh God, no! I don't think I'm quite that dedicated.
If I buy you one, will you wear it though? I'll feel personally attacked if you didn't wear a shirt I bought you.
I mean, good. I want you to consistently feel that way, keep you on your toes.
Wow. Okay.
That.
Right. Yeah. No. Right. So it's just a straight up no. It's a big fuck you. Fair enough. We'll move on.
Yeah,
I'll just quickly make sure I write return to sender in this box over here that I bought for you. It's fine.
An SF shirt. Thanks, man.
I did.
But yeah, no, actually, one of the best things that's also coming out of the Overwatch League is the memes, I suppose, because a lot of people just write funny things on signs and put them on camera, and that's put on a lot of good stuff.
I know. And then like the devs see it and they're like, you know what? Let's not fix Hanzo's scat arrow. Let's make it so that Zenyatta is allowed to walk. And by God, was that a mistake?
I loved that though. It looked so funny. I'm glad they took the time just to make that.
Then making Torbjorn allowed a wall run, that was just something else as well.
Please. But yeah, no.
Please nerf Hanzo.
I've been
not give him a piercing arrow.
Like, I've never really been too into esports at all before the Overwatch League. Apart from like when I used to play a lot of competitive Halo, I'd watch a little bit of that, but there were so many tournaments going at one time because it was split up. There wasn't one league. It was too hard to keep up with. I feel like Overwatch League has done something really great to sort of streamline all the best players into one spot instead of having a European League and a US one and stuff like that. That's all been really good too.
Yeah, no, it has been. I've definitely been more inclined to watch teams knowing that, such for Dallas, it's full of big names that people know just by seeing, like Seagull. Like Seagull's a household name for anyone who plays Overwatch, and everyone knows about him. So instantly people are drawn to watch those teams as well. And they're probably like, oh, I wonder who's on these other teams. And so then people such as, I think Surefour wasn't a big name when it started. They get like the options to be brought out in the spotlight as well. And oh God, I keep forgetting his name. The Crazy Widow.
Oh, the one for Soul?
Yeah.
Fleeter.
Fleeta, that's
Yeah.
it. I keep thinking Keely, and it's just wrong. It's just not correct. But people like Fleeta come into the spotlight because they're so fucking insanely good, and just watching them play is like interesting because how they think and how accurate they are is beyond comparison to what I could ever do.
Yeah, that's right. Like an attitude I had towards esports for a long time was like, why would you want to watch someone else play a game when you could be playing it yourself if it's not about the personalities of the people playing? Like you don't get to hear them talk. They're not funny people or anything like that. But I don't know. Then I started watching a little bit of Halo back in the day, and then definitely now with the Overwatch League, like seeing just the shit they can pull off is crazy. It definitely gets you very excited and very pumped, which I didn't expect.
That is one thing, like, because I've watched, when I was younger, I watched a bit of the League of Legends finals and things of the sort. We used to have a bit of a group that would watch it and talk shit, compare, and whatnot. But I never felt like on the edge of my seat, like, holy shit, this is like intense kind of thing. I was always sitting back, like, oh, yeah, that happened. That was like, oh, well done, that was cool. Oh, like, outplayed. Like, not taking away from that at all. I just didn't feel as in the game. But with Overwatch, because I put so much time into it and it's simple, and you're like, holy shit, they need to do these things. You kind of sit there like, fuck, all right, next one. Oh, that shit, no way. Oh, what? And things of the sort.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, Overwatch is built. This is a perfect esport, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've pretty much covered everything to do with Overwatch and the Overwatch League. I've run out of any like sort of final things to say about it. Have you got anything to add?
I've already mentioned it though, but I don't know if you've noticed or paid attention how well they've selected their representatives, their commentators, informants, and things of the sort.
How do you mean? Like how well they've selected?
Okay, so like their personalities for the commentators, like all of them mesh together well. There's people who have different opinions that don't argue over it. They debate and they bring more information forward in that conversation than they do by like just talking shit to each other because one's wrong, one's right, or they think so. And then those who get the information, it's always correct, and they always like have some idea, and they know what's happening at every point, and like which way a team's going to go just based off their play style. Meaning that like if you're watching, you can follow the game a lot closer because you get more of an idea on how the team's thinking or how a certain person's playing.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually really enjoyed the commentary team for the Overwatch League. I agree with everything you just said. Like, I think the NRL commentary teams could learn a lot from the Overwatch.
You didn't watch some of the earlier ones of that day. People, I don't know what they were doing, but this bloke was calling a team, and there's a big name that if you don't know, like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and he's a pretty obvious player, and he got called 3 separate names on separate occasions during that
Roger
game.
And then Tuivasa.
No, like other
Sheck.
players on the team. He called him Isaac Luke at one stage, who's another like decent name, and I was just like, I can't fucking do this. Have you ever watched this game before? Why are you here? Surely someone else wants to yell at the football for a while.
I mean, I guess they want to try up and coming commentary talent to see if they'll eventually make their way in.
Commentated before,
but
no,
yeah,
no.
I mean, I didn't listen to the commentary of the one trial that I've watched fully, which was Eels versus Knights. I was with people, so I was just kind of watching it with the volume turned down. But like the actual, so the top dogs in the Channel 9 NRL commentary, that's god awful. All they do is argue, have horrible opinions. They're for the most part pretty biased as well.
Very biased.
And then I don't know, I feel like they'll usually have one person who's kind of a middle ground, who's generally Peter Sterling, who's pretty okay, know what they're talking about. But then you've got Phil Gould and Ray Warren, who I just can't stand. I like the Fox Sports commentary a lot more, but even those guys aren't great.
Look, I don't think Warren should be lumped in with Phil Gould because he is on his own spectrum, I believe. Yeah. Warren, I think, is just a bit old. He's just he's not as sharp and quick with like his commentary as he used to be. He still calls the game well. I do like how he calls the game for who's got the ball and who's playing. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's better than the alternatives that we have on our free-to-air TV. But no, I can't argue that the Fox team is better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ray Warren seems to get baited into a few bickers with Phil Gould every now and then. I mean, they could learn a lot from definitely the way the esports people call the game that they're watching, because they do it quick, they do it efficiently, they describe everything well, and then in the dull moments they'll talk about something generally entertaining that still keeps your interest. Like, I mean, in Overwatch especially, there are a lot of dull moments, like teams just getting ready to defend. That's a good minute there where nothing's happening. Stuff like that. They seem to have good banter and chemistry that keeps you
It's kind
engaged.
of funny.
Yeah, that's it.
Do we just segue into the commentary cast, where we talk about different commentators from around the world, the different sports and events
We did. So,
happen?
yeah.
My name is Ben. I'm here with Sam. Welcome to the commentary cast. Today we're going to be talking about the Overwatch League commentary as well as the NRL commentary. Love the Overwatch one. Don't love the NRL one on free to wear. What are your thoughts there, Sam?
I totally disagree. I think the NRL commentary is 100% perfect, can't be flawed. I would say in the Overwatch League, they don't know what they're talking about at all. They're not efficient. Too many gaps in speech. There's a lot of dull air all the time. But yeah, that's. I don't
Join
know.
us next week where we cover Lady Linda, the #1 commentator, presenter, and also player of the Crochet Championships. This has been Sam and Ben, again with the commentary cast.
She's got a mean needle going through the crochet now. Look at
let's look at the other side.
Go up.
She's cut herself. She's bleeding all over the place, and the medics are out. She's got a band-aid. She's all right, folks.
Put the needle through the inside. Now the outside. Now the inside. Now the outside. Oh, that's a neat pattern that Linda's cooking up now.
Next competition that we do is who can say in the inside and then the outside and then the inside and then the outside for the longest.
I feel like that'd probably be an unusually long podcast because I don't know about you, but I'm competitive and very stubborn. I'd want to win. I'd go for a while. Even if you stopped, I would keep going.
Why would you keep going?
I want the world record.
Yeah, thank you, man. You just really got to bring me down in my time of running out of breath to just show that you're that much better than me. Is that how do you feel that strongly against me?
Yeah, that's right. I feel superior to you and your inside-outside commentary.
We'll see how competitive you are when I cement your feet to the ground.
That doesn't stop my speech at all.
No, but when I come over and push you over, I'll try to. We'll see how that goes.
I won't writhe in pain. I'll just be going inside out, inside out, inside out, inside out.
Too seductive. You're disqualified.
But yeah, no. So major announcement. We are now a commentary cast. No, we aren't. But what we did also want to talk about on the show today are some kind of announcements, I guess, and that's the format of our channel at the moment. Now that I'm getting some better gear in terms of a computer,
and I'm getting some better gear in terms of a mic.
Woo! I didn't know you were getting a mic. That's very exciting, actually.
Oh, that's a surprise. I thought I'd leave that to share with everyone, not just you.
Oh man, it's like Christmas. Only I don't get the mic, but
Miraculous.
My audio quality might edit, but no one cares about that, except for me. Yeah, no. So the format of our channel, if you haven't noticed, we've been uploading quite a lot lately, over 2 times a week, except for the last week. I didn't actually upload any of the podcast stuff. I was a bit too busy. But how we're doing it, breaking up this podcast topic by topic. So every topic that we talk about gets its own video before Wednesday on the channel, audio only, of course. It is the edited audio, so the quality is a lot higher than what you're listening to now on the live stream.
Yep.
But yeah, apart from that... Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, apart from that, what the main focus of the channel is at the moment is, of course, we do have the podcast up on Wednesdays on podcast services, which is probably the best way to watch it. But if you like it live, keep streaming in live, of course. But it's our Friday and Sunday uploads, which are generally going to be gameplay videos, unless we feel like doing something else. For example, a great movie came out in the last week, so I reviewed it. But that's probably the main focus now, which is what you can expect out of us. But apart from that, at least my plans anyway, I really want to expand to Twitch and doing a whole lot more stuff on Twitch every day. Like in the last 2 weeks, I've streamed a lot more than we probably ever have. Those are kind of just little test streams, very informal, just playing with our mates. But we have some people that we really want to collab with on Twitch as well that have reached out that would like to do. Yeah, I really like to start growing that. Now that I'm getting a good PC as well, we'll definitely be able to achieve a lot more through Twitch instead of just the shitty PS4 streams.
Yeah, and especially the fact that you will have access to a better computer that can run some more games. That opens up another aspect of things where you have access to cheaper games, so that means we get a bigger diversity, probably getting things up quicker, and as you said, streaming more. If it was up to me, I would probably stream every night as it is. Our internet here just can't handle it. Won't do it at all. Probably won't even run it at 360 as a stream. that's if it goes up at all. But yes, as Sam said, we're hoping to bring more streams to you. Hopefully, set a date and a time to do a certain stream of like a certain game or a genre or something of the sort. And then also, like you said, hopefully, most weeks what we're going to do is break the topics up. Like again, he said this before, but just going over it again. Hopefully, doing it every week. That's the idea. And then, God, I'm going to say one more thing. Yeah, sorry. We want to put more time into each video. Once we get on top of things and the videos are given to each other, hopefully spend not like we have been spending like 1 or 2 days on it. Hopefully spending around a week if we can, just to bring a better content, better quality, and hopefully be more inspired to do more if we have a better quality thing and make you guys want to watch more.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I really would like to do more with our videos, and with me going to uni now and doing a media course, apparently that opens up a lot of great gear for me to use. So hopefully there'll be some high quality cameras and stuff from some of the things that I'll be doing, and high quality audio and stuff like that. So that's really exciting as well. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to touch on about how our channel's changing, especially mostly Twitch. If you haven't followed us on Twitch yet, it's twitch.tv/banterlab. We'll be streaming all kinds of shit on there. Hopefully a lot of really funny, shitty Steam games as well. Because now that I'm getting a PC that's Windows and not Mac, I'll be able to run stuff. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about next. What are some of the shittiest little PC Steam games that you think you've played?
We played a game called Gunheim before. It was pretty shitty. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Is that video still on our channel?
Yeah, no, I remember you almost lobbied against putting it out, but I wanted my little bubby to go up. That awful, awful little baby that was deformed and decrepit and won't stop crying. And God, the screams, they pierce the night.
If you can describe that video in any way, that is absolutely it. I definitely recommend if you haven't seen it. It's called Worst Game of 2016.
My favorite game of 2016.
Our favorite game of 2016. So what happened, my recording of it just straight up didn't work. For some reason, the audio that I recorded of it barely worked, and the game itself didn't work from a developmental standpoint. It's just a broken, shitty game. It was just a nightmare. I don't know how you salvage anything to edit that. But that's right up there for like Steam games that I've played or seen that are just very strange. But also up there for me, I haven't played it, but I've heard about it and seen a Let's Play of it, and that's Shower with Your Dad Simulator. And I got to say, nothing has gotten me more intrigued and turned on than anything else.
That sounds like a very intriguing game. I think it's just because you can relate to it so much for real life, can't you, buddy?
Absolutely. It just brought me back to that
2016.
But okay, look, take it back a bit. Why did someone think that would be a good idea? A Shower with Your Dad Simulator, and the fact that someone put a lot of hours into developing that, it really does baffle me. You couldn't be proud of that kind of work. You couldn't go home for Christmas to see your family oh, what have you been working on, John? It's just this game. It's called Shower with Your Dad Simulator. Meanwhile, your dad's sitting across from you on the table, just looking real concerned.
Yeah, no, there'd definitely be some concern there. I don't know. It looks pretty rough for a game. Not something I really want to play. But one that I saw that was weird was Viscera Cleanup, I believe it was, and you basically just clean up blood, gore, just excrement, things like that. And it seems just like a weird multiplayer game that shouldn't exist but does. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah, I mean, the Steam world is a very strange and open world, I suppose. Anyone can make what they want and put it straight up, and for better or worse, that's what it is. But I mean, Funhouse is the best channel to discover some of the weirder sides of Steam, especially with some of the early access shit that they've put up with. Did you watch that video that they put up where you're at a party and...
Did I watch that video they put up? Is that even a question, sir?
Surely you don't get to all of their uploads.
I watch everything.
Dear God, I don't know how you do it. I love Funhouse. That's a lot of uploads. But yeah, the one where at that party and there's one guy sits by the alcohol, and if you touch it, he beats the shit out of you, and then they pass out just wanking off to him for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
Strange.
that's a strange game. There's no doubt about it. But what you really want? Oh wait. Oh shit.
Yeah, I do want that. Yeah, I agree.
Don't worry, I thought it all stopped recording, but we're all good to go. But yeah, no, I had no doubt that there'll be Steam sales coming along, and we'll get into some deep, dark, weird shit. One that I thought that would be pretty funny to go through is next time that we do something collab together, like in the same room, making you play through an erotic novel could be pretty funny. Seeing your reactions to that, because I haven't played one before, and I'm assuming you haven't played one.
Oh, I've played all of them. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I'll play it then, and you can commentate why you liked this character and how you really got into the story later on in it.
What I'd really like to do is upload on YouTube, and it'd be fake, but like, you know how DVDs and the special features sometimes have the director's commentary over parts of the movies? A special feature, upload a video with us pretending to be the directors of the game giving commentary.
And now we're at the part where Elizabeth really shows who she is. She's a beautiful young woman. She's blossoming, and I think the art directors, as well as us, really enjoyed this bit. Oh, and here she goes. She's undressing. Magnificent stuff, Sam, don't you think? Absolutely brilliant.
God, our animators were hard drawing that scene.
It's just me bringing in like a light commentary, and then you just sitting there like,
Give me an anime titties. But yeah. Yeah, no, actually, I think not the director's commentary thing, but I think that'd be a fun video to make. Like, I've never seen past the first 15 minutes of it because I couldn't do it. But Giant Bomb, I'm pretty sure it's Giant Bomb. No, it's Game Grumps. Did Doki Doki Literature Club, which apparently is a horror visual novel, but it starts out just like cheesy as all hell, like your typical, like, I don't know, like shitty anime, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know, it's really cheesy, and it just, I couldn't get through the first 15 minutes of it. It wasn't horror at all, but like their commentary over it and the way they did that was really funny. I'd love to do something like that someday.
Yeah.
And,
hopefully within like next year, we'll have more opportunities to do that. Do things like collabing. Wait, when I say collabing, I say collabing because there's not really often a time that we get to record at the same spot or even be in the same place, even be within 2 hours of each other. So like it makes it a lot harder. And with someone with shit internet such as I, it really slows everything down. So to be able to get it all together, such as our Until Dawn gameplay, which will probably go until the end of days, which also, by the way, only gets better. So keep watching every week.
That is very true.
Yeah. Oh god, the start of that is awful. But yeah. So hopefully we can just keep bringing up the quality of the thing. Oh my god, my computer is like completely freezing, and I'm just terrified it's going to stop working.
That's good. I bet it's going to throw off audio sync, and I can't wait.
I said I'd do this one, so it's all good.
That's true. Have
This is
fun with that.
self-punishment.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give you all the details for. Oh, I'll talk to you about that later. But
No, do it now. I want to hear and put them out there.
I was just going to give you the email and password to our server to publish it to iTunes and stuff. I was just going to put that out there in public. Yep.
Oh, definitely then. You know, this hidden information that people try and hack from us every day. Because it's such a large portion of the market.
Oh, very
it's really
true.
interesting.
Very true. Oh, fuck. I had a point that I was going to get to, and now that's totally thrown me off it. I probably shouldn't click money into the mic either. I got to put that down. I'm so bad for playing with stuff when I'm doing this because I'm not watching our call. I'm watching the chat, so I can't actually see what I'm doing at the moment. So I just start playing with shit. It's not good. But
never look at me the same anymore online. I hate it.
No. Speaking of actually, I'm going back to like 15 minutes ago, but speaking of Twitch, ideally, I think I'd like to stream the podcast on Twitch. It's a lot easier to do that through Windows than it was Mac. I tried that on Mac. It just didn't work. But Twitch is just such a better streaming service. And I feel like it's probably an easier opportunity to grow. So maybe expect that change possibly. I'm going to try that out again once I get my new PC rig.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Yeah, but
and hopefully within the next couple of months I actually get internet because NBN is meant to start coming in, and if it does, then I'll be able to do streaming a lot more. Because like I said, I would love to stream every day if I could.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you don't get the bad NBN, the shitty ones that don't work, because that definitely happens.
Yeah, well, anything's better than our, 5 upload between three of us.
That's true. You need like 10 upload to stream properly. But I'd really like some opportunities to get together and record, like we did with Until Dawn, record a whole game in one sitting, because we just started to get really delusional, and that made for great content. But
I can't even remember what happened in the end. That was a long-ass fucking game.
Oh, yeah. We sat down for like 7 hours straight just playing
Didn't even mean to. It just kind of kept going.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, we're kind of into it. Let's see what happens. You were terrified at first, little spooked Ben Victoria.
Always. I was terrified even till the end, probably.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you fed me liquid courage throughout helped me a little bit.
Yeah, I gave you a few beers. But like what I was getting to there, though, like with us sort of collabing more and getting together more, there are a lot of creators out there who sometimes listen to this show, and their shows that I listen to as well, that I'd like to do a lot more work with, I think. Whether that be, doing like gameplay videos, podcasts, streaming collabs, anything like that, I'm always open to. So if you guys are listening, we are keen to do some work with y'all.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because we have such an awesome community, and the people that we interact with, have met up with, and have like the potential to do things for, with, and together is just phenomenal. Because I know that which in the current works of doing one with someone, and the fact that we're going to start putting out videos prior to it is a great idea, and it just seems like a lot more fun. It makes me more energetic to do more, to make these better for them as well as us, and hopefully, feeding off each other. Like their viewers are gonna get to see us, and our viewers get to see them. So it helps each other, and hopefully just build like a good community around a certain group of channels where we can do more in the future together, and we're known, so people feel more inclined to watch, and hopefully becomes content that is enjoyable just for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we've talked about with this collab with these people specifically, it's going to be pretty big. Actually, it's going to be a lot of content. More than just one video. There are going to be other parts to it and stuff. But I really like all the ideas that have gone around. I'm very excited to actually pull this off. It's just hard to find a date because they're not from Australia, and working out times is.
And that's only their fault. It's definitely only their fault for not being in Australia. There is no way around it. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, dude. Trying to collab with Somalians is impossible.
I just hate that they keep trying to ask us, can we send them a ship? That's the weirdest thing. 3 of them, they just want a ship. I can't do that.
And then I got an email from a prince from Nigeria this morning. Apparently he wants to give me money. I was like, do you collab, bro? And
do you collab? I can't send you money, but do you want to do a collab? I bet you've got a hella sweet internet over there and the newest games with a sick rig. Let's collab.
He's Gavo the third. He could have anything. But
he could have anything. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that, because that's something that's a lot of fun for anyone who watches.
Absolutely. We need to get back onto sort of organizing that again. But the best place, if you're interested in a collab, anyone listening, to hit us up is probably the Banter Lab Twitter, which is at Banter Lab Videos. I'll also put a link in the description to this feed, either that or one of the little videos that comes out. You'll find the link, or you can just search at Banter Lab Videos. But DMs in there, or just tweet us, and we'll definitely get back to you and try something out.
Into our DMs, much like a snake. Shed that skin, get straight in on that.
Well,
do you reckon that snakes should be the ones that slide in? Do you reckon they're the slipperiest animal? I feel like you should octopus in, because those fuckers can get in any crack or crevice.
I feel like the slipperiest animal would probably be like a fish or a snail or something.
No. You're not right. You're just wrong. It's an octopus, and I'm going to ink on into those DMs.
Ink on?
I have an inkling that you're going to enjoy this. That's my power. Ink on! And then I just squirt ink out my ass because I'm scared. It's absolutely horrifying.
No one knows what this black shit all over your pants and it's coming down your legs is.
Just like, oh god, guys, I'm so sorry.
You're just yelling, anyone got a fountain pen? I got you.
Boy, don't you spook me even in my own house, because it's all downhill from there. There's just ink stains everywhere from when I've been like spooked, yelled at. I even get scared by my own shadow, so it's just a recurring thing that happens pretty often.
Can you start an ink production company called Ink Inc?
Ink Inc. I'm sure that's a thing.
Maybe. Probably, hopefully, but
Probably,
I'll just
hopefully.
play horror movies all the time. You'll shit ink, and then we just have an infinite supply. We're sweet.
I hate this.
We come
This
up
is
with
what
too many business ideas on this show.
Well, I blame myself. I did this straight off of trying to get people to come talk to us and interact. This is not a good platform to start that on. I'm sorry. Please disregard the last 3 minutes.
Oh well, what
I'm
can
not
you
as weird
do?
as you think. I'm weirder.
But we're pretty much you're such a strange boy. But we've pretty much covered everything that we wanted to talk about today. We really didn't have much for this episode. Apologies, guys, but both of us had a very busy week. It was hard to organize something. But now you know the direction that the channel's going and our expansions to Twitch and all that stuff. So definitely hit us up on Twitch.
That's it. I think before we end this too, we should keep up that tradition that you started last week and put me through. I think you've got some idea what's about to happen.
Was it that I gave you the intro?
Are you ready to do the classic outro that we have now adopted, which is improv outros? Here with Ben and Sam, starring Sam this week.
Wait, do I?
Here we go.
No, I'm on the spot. Okay, hit me.
Okay, so here's your prompts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're Irish, all right?
Aye.
And you're obviously from Dublin. You couldn't be from anywhere else, no one knows.
Do I like the Mayweathers?
You work in a cannery, like you sell and you make cans. And this is your big break. You've come on to the Banter Lab CasualCast. You're here. You finally got this opportunity because you've listened for years and years and years, and they've asked you to do a good outro, and they want you to incorporate the like and subscribe thing, right?
Yep.
The mother tree from Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben's deep-seated love for a leather-bound book in rich mahogany.
I forgot the first thing that you said. I had the leather-bound book and my love for the tree from Avatar, but what was the other thing you said there, laddie?
Oh, you got to make sure you plug like and subscribe at the end.
Oh, got to plug the old.
All right, so here we go. Actually.
Hi, my name's Leprechaun Jones, and I got the Irish name.
Okay, I'll give you a name.
I've been a listener to the old Banter Lab CasualCast for many years now, even though they've only been going just over the 12 months on and off. But you see, I work in a cannery, and this intro, I just thought I'd try and put a good one straight in the can, but it's been a horrible one. But definitely feel free to like and subscribe. Throw it straight up the Avatar tree, because this channel is much like the Avatar tree. You see, we have to defend it with everything we've got, because if this channel ever disappears, then we've got nothing. We've got nothing but fucking Mayweathers, and I hate the fucking Mayweathers. But definitely like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. You'll get to know every time we go live for the old podcast there, laddie. And I've been Leprechaun Jones, and... Goodbye.
Are you done? No! I'm only going to give you a 6 this week because you didn't include my love for leather-bound books.
That's not original.
No! It's too fucking late!
Fuck you.
Game over, man.
I'm done. Goodbye. End stream. Where's the end button?